Hey everybody, Comic Book Steve here again. Got another new release and back issue haul from my local comic shop. This is going to be over the past 2 Wednesdays. I actually filmed this video a few times, but every time I watch it, I hate the way it came out. And then there's not like a lot of frills to this the way I do this, so there's not like a lot to necessarily hate about it. Um, but I don't know, they were just bothering me, so I'm filming it again for the third time. So yeah, let's get started. And so this is the Mad Max Furiosa Fury Road blank variant from Vertigo that came out this week. I have to admit, didn't see the movie, don't really care to. The only reason I picked this up was because I heard it was a rare book. And I know it's really lame. I hate doing that. I try not to. It was an impulse buy. I went to a local comic shop near my work on this past Thursday, and I saw an article earlier in that morning saying that this was rare, and then I saw it on the shelf, like one copy down at the bottom on the lower shelf. And this is a shop it's like a basement shop, so it's not like on everyone's radar. I get the feeling. So I was online, and the guy in front of me was taking a little while, and I kept looking back at it. I was like, should I get it? Should I get it? Does it really matter? It's like, fine, I'll just get it, even if it's not worth a damn thing. It's only taking up space, right? I mean, it's $5, but I think right now it goes for about 10 to 15. But we'll see. Maybe I'll just flip it at some point. Or maybe I'll hold on to it. Maybe they'll rise in value, but. Yeah, I usually don't like doing that, but I did it. Sometimes I do it. I did it in this case. Still on the fence of how I feel about it. Maybe I'll even go see the movie just so when I read this it'll make sense. But anyway, that's that one. Then what I picked up was Captain America and the Mighty Avengers, the Gwen variant. This one's one of my favorite Gwen variants. There's only one copy at the shop I went to. I'm pretty sure this is an underordered book or series in general. It's the last issue of the series. And it's a cool Gwen variant, so can't beat that, right? Then we get Thor's #1. Again, the Gwen variant. I wasn't planning on getting this book. I only picked it up because of the Gwen variant. Same as the one prior to this, Captain America and the Mighty Avengers. I just really like these variants. Most of them. Some of them I don't care too much for. Like that Armor Wars one and the Groot one from last week were pretty awful, in my opinion. This book was actually really good, aside from the cover. I wasn't too sure what I was gonna. I wasn't too sold on the premise prior to that, but it's really good. It's like a police story. It's like a detective story with the Thor core, and the Ultimate Thor and Beta Ray Bill are like partners trying to solve a crime. It's really fun. If you like crime stories and if you like Thor, you have to buy this. Literally, you really have to. Then we go into Miss Marvel #16. I was really glad to see the original artist of the series come back for this. He takes like he or she, I'm not sure. Takes like a two issue break every now and again. I think this was the same guy on Runaways, and that also happened on Runaways every so often, which is fine. Artists need breaks. This issue I found really entertaining. It's the first meeting of Kamala Khan and Captain Marvel, Carol Danvers. So last page, so next issue will be the full interaction between them. But yeah, thought it was pretty fun. Ties into Secret Wars and it being the last days. This is Spider-Gwen #5. Awesome series still. Love Spider-Gwen. This was the last issue I was surprised to find out about. I don't know if they solicited it that way. But there's like a note at the end on the last page of this issue from the writer or editor saying that this is the last issue for now. She's a popular character, so she'll be back. Probably, hopefully not in a new #1. It's only on issue 5. It's kind of lame to relaunch it. Then we get Spider-Verse #2. Love the cover. This is actually my least favorite series that I'm reading in Secret Wars so far. Secret Wars has mostly been firing on all cylinders, in my opinion. But this series, surprisingly, is my least favorite of the ones I'm picking up. But I'll continue to pick it up because I really enjoy the Spider-Verse. I think it's getting a little crowded, especially with how it looks after Secret Wars ends with Miles Morales, and then you get um, uh, Scarlet Spider is possibly around still, and then you have Peter Parker, and then you have Spider-Woman, Jessica Drew, and then you have Spider-Girl. I mean, we don't know exactly what it's going to look like, but it's shaping up to be a little overcrowded with spiders. But anyway, this book, if I wasn't so into Spider-Man, I wouldn't have gone past the first issue. Then we get into Old Man Logan #2, the Gwen variant, awesome cover. And the Magneto #19 Gwen variant. This one's probably one of my favorite Gwen variants, even though it's just like I mean, you can hardly tell it's Gwen other than it's saying Gwen on the cover, and you know she has blonde hair, but a lot of girls have blonde hair. So, but I thought it was fun that it had her crushing the Goblin glider. Would have been more fun if it showed like the Goblin falling off or something. So yeah, that one was actually the hardest one for me to find this week. I went to 3 shops, and at the third shop I went to, they only had 1 copy. So I was glad to find that. Then we get into 1602 Witch Hunter Angela. I really like the art in this book. This was another one I wasn't planning on picking up, but I wanted the Gwen variant, so I probably won't continue the series just because I don't want to have like 10 million books on my pull list. But if I had an infinite amount of cash, I would definitely put this on my pull list. I thought it was fun art and an interesting story. Not going to go into deep reviews here. Inhumans #2, again, just the Gwen variant. I actually haven't read this one yet, so I don't know if it's any good or not. But I like the cover. It's got a little, she's a little creepy there. Oh man, my Carnage just fell. Well, I don't want to do the video over, so we're gonna leave that in there. I figured that might happen. One of his legs is a little loose. We're gonna bring a stand in here. Good old Black Spider-Man, sturdy and reliable. Marvel Zombies #1. This one was, I actually didn't know this series was coming out. I saw the Marvel Zombies Age of Ultron series in the previews, and I thought that was the only Marvel Zombies series. I'm surprised they're doing 2. This stars Elsa Bloodstone, who I never knew about before. Thought she was a really fun character, and apparently she was in Next Wave, so I guess she was used fairly recently. But yeah, this is one I'll continue. Captain Marvel and the Carol Corps. Love the variant. Wasn't planning on picking this up, but I actually like this one enough that I will continue it. Secret Wars 2099 Spider-Gwen variant. Pretty fun cover there. Those are the new releases. Now we're getting into dollar bin issues that I got from my local comic shop. This one I got because I love the artist's rendition of Venom from this storyline. Then we get Marvel Team Up #91 with Ghost Rider. Marvel Team Up #98. Ares #1. Thought that was pretty fun to find. I thought I have the first issue of the miniseries he had during Dark Avengers or Dark Reign. I didn't know there was another one prior to that, so I was happy to find that. Written by Mike Oming. Dark Avengers #12. I only got that because of the Black Spider-Man down there. I know it's Matt Gargan, but still a black costume. And this one was pretty fun. This is number 682 of The Amazing Spider-Man, the second print. Don't see that very often. It's $1, so, you know, why not? And this is the last $1 one that I got. This is the second print Amazing 292. It's pretty rare. It goes for about 20, 30 on eBay. My copy, this copy here, is pretty shitty, actually. If you can see, it's got staples are not really intact with the page there. It feels really bumpy. Pages are kind of brown. So it wasn't really taken care of, probably why it was in the dollar bin. But I don't see it very often, or at all, really, so I thought I'd grab it. Now these books were listed at $5 each, but if you got more than 10, they all became $3 each. So I took advantage of that, filled up some Amazing Spider-Man gaps, number 333, Can't Beat Venom, 322, some McFarlane era stuff, 313, awesome cover. And I'm missing a lot of these McFarlane era Amazing Spider-Man books, mostly because in back issue bins, from most comic shops I go to, these are priced like McFarlane is still in his A game, and it's like it's the 90s. I hardly ever see these at a good price. Usually they're at the lowest is maybe like 7, and then they'll be like 8 and up. So it's kind of frustrating. You know, I start flipping through the back issues of Amazing Spider-Man, and I'll see these for, you know, like I said, $8, $10, and like, come on, this is 1991. He's not doing like a hot selling Spider-Man book right now. He doesn't even draw anymore. I mean, I get that these are like classics, and he redefined Spider-Man, so they shouldn't be in like a dollar bin. But I didn't want to pay more than $3 for them. So maybe I'm being a little stingy, but other than being McFarlane, there's nothing like super, and the Venom issues, there's nothing like crazy important happening in any of them. So yeah, I got them for $3 a piece, so I was happy with that. 314, 303, and 309. And then we get 262. Awful photo cover there. It took me years to realize that there was a guy taking a picture of him in the background there. I always thought he was just staring out into space. I was like, okay, that's kind of weird. 206. 202. 198. These are all in awesome shape. I mean, these are really beautiful looking books. And 192. So that was the $3 books. What time are we at here? 13 minutes. So I got 3 more books that I picked up. This one's from eBay. Bloodstone number 1. It's the first appearance of Elsa Bloodstone, who is the main character of Marvel Zombies, the Battle World book, even though her hairstyle is totally different. But I liked that book enough that I wanted to hunt down her first appearance. I was surprised when I found out she was in Next Wave, but that wasn't her first appearance. So I tracked it down to this book. I paid $9 for it. Thought that was a little more than I wanted to spend on it. I mean, it looks like a book you would be able to find in a dollar bin, no problem. The only thing that made me jump on it for $9 was it also looks like a book that was super under-ordered. I've never seen it before, I've never heard of it before, and I was collecting around 2001. So I assume that this was a super under-ordered book. And it's not, like I said, I paid $9. Some people are asking like $5 and $10. I think I've seen some sell for like $17. I think that's too much. There's no plans for this character after Secret Wars that I know of. She's just a cool character, so I thought I'd grab it while I could. Official Handbook of the Marvel Universe number 8, the 89 update. I got this for $2. It's in okay shape. Cover's a little brown. It's got a little tear on the back. The main reason I picked this up is because it has a super early version of Venom. This probably came out right after Amazing 300, and you can see he's still got the non-threatening grin there. So it's kind of fun to see a early version of the character before he became like a drooling, tongue-lashing guy. And then the last book I got was Marvel Spotlight #1. I paid 10 for this. This is the first solo Red Wolf. 10 might be on the edge of too much. It's not a hot book right now. He's a character that's going to be in the Marvel Universe after Secret Wars, but they haven't announced what their plans exactly are, and there's no telling that. Whatever they're going to do with him is going to catch on very well. I've never heard of him before that announcement that he was going to be in the new Marvel Universe, so I'm not sure what he's all about. I think the name's a little, I don't know, it seems a little racist to me, honestly. Why do they name, like, he's an American Indian, so he's called Red Wolf, and then they have, I know Black Panther's a classic character and a great character, but it seems weird that an African American character is called Black Panther. And then there's an Avengers book that I have from like the 200s where they're fighting a villain, an Asian villain called the Yellow Claw. I know this was like years ago, but still, just looking at the names of these characters sometimes makes me wince a bit. So I don't know how popular this character is going to be, but my shop that I go to for Silver Age books had this, $10. I figured why not. It was actually in really good shape, so that was another reason for me to grab it. But yeah, on eBay probably 10, maybe less. There's not a lot of steam on this one. The hot one, or the kind of hot one, is his first appearance in Avengers 80, which, if you watched my last video, I bought at the same store, but it had holes in one of the pages that I didn't know when I bought it. So this one I checked, and it's in great shape. So anyway, that is all I have. Hopefully, when I watch this video later, I won't hate it, and I will actually post it this time. Yeah, I'm dying for a comic show to come up. Actually, I was going to get the first appearance of Captain Marvel, or Carol Danvers. One of the stores I go to where I got the dollar books had it on their website, but then when I went there, they didn't have it anymore. So I was dying for it. I really want to get that book. Hopefully at the Comic-Con in Boston in August, I can find it there, because that is #1 on my radar. Also, I just passed 100 subscribers, and I want to thank everybody for watching, subscribing, commenting. It's great. The community is awesome. It really gives me a lot of joy talking about these books, because it's not, I buy them, I read them, I put them in the box. So it's like an extra use out of them that I get from being able to display them and show them. I have a few friends that like comic books, but not a ton, so I don't get to talk about these random ones very often at length. So it's fun to get it out of my system, and to people that actually want to hear it. So it's very cool. I will almost definitely do a contest in the near future for that. I have to get together what books I would like to put in that contest and figure out all the details, but I'll let you guys know when that happens, and I will probably do a top 50 books in my collection this weekend or early next week. So yeah, anyway, thanks guys, thanks for watching, take care.